I have no choice but to leave in Mr. Engarde, but I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too. Okay. So let's go down to the detention center. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aww. I have so many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, here's a message for you. A message? Yeah, I do know. Oh, no, it Pix. Never mind. I think Pix has been using it for a while, though. It's from Matt Engarde. Oh, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what he has to say. To Mr. Lawyer, dude. I got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. Had this cat named Shoe? I didn't put up a lot of food when I was left home, so he is probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shoe for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, right? This is terrible! Let's hurry! We have to feed his cat! I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. A client's request is a request. I guess I should go and check up on his cat. Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass that victim's list around. You've got to be kidding, there's over 100 people here. Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Engarde really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like working on a different case. Hotel lobby? Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go for... I'm sorry. Just got a lot of slime in my throat for some reason. We have to, for Mr. Maya's sake. You shall not pass. Ah, Miss Oldbag. Don't devalue my name and turn into a gasp, you spiky-haired pitty-frogger. Because of you, I've been made look at a bad guy again, although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised, but... It's all your fault. You've been waking the wild beast inside this old bag. Miss Oldbag! Keep your hands off me! This helm is airtight, no air gets in or no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't you think you can get me to move without silly questions? You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Okay, so we're going to present the thing from Edgeworth. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you look at... What? You want to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy Ugh, is that her perfume? From the more I smell. Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Oh, yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That's man's good as flattery. Fine, but only because Edgeworth said so, you understand? I just thought of something I had to do. Remember, no messing around. You don't do anything bad, and I won't let you do anything bad, and I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has a strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. Just is all... She's a romantic. That may be, but you know nothing's going to come from it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow! Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. Yeah, Nick, it's called foot insert mouth. Insert to mouth. What? Our skipper, our captain, is not going to set sail with the Oldworth. No SS Oldworth for us, huh? So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. What? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Engarde's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Okay, so now we're going to the this one first. Sure is dark. I'll go turn on a light. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo! So I guess this is Shoo. Oh, what a lovely cat! Hello, Shoo. The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me? May I help you with something, mister? We're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Engarde's lawyer. The Masters? Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Engarde, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of doing such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of their masters or his affairs. How typical butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say, maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. Engarde the kind to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you got there. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoo. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you for now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young, and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there's a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of a house and all. Thank you for your compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. Phoenix is so dense. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around to have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? What with me and feeling inferior today? A giant bicycle is flying through the air. That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal and it moves on its own. Really? Wow! But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here. That's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come and visit the Flame Manor then. I'll show you one when you do.
By the way, we need to go out today too.
I know.
I still need to pick up a quest and do a quest.
Yeah. You really don't have any?
I have two, but neither of them is that completable. One requires me to walk like 10 kilometers.
We can walk 10 kilometers.
Okay. I don't mind. Let's do that then.
Yes, she is feeding her Fire Emblem addiction.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, by the way, everyone, see this thing. There's a small door at the bottom of this big door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for Mr. Engarde's cat to use. I mean, what? No, we just have to, like, she has to hatch an egg, I suppose. So. And she only has 10 kilometers eggs.
No. I have to get 2 candies from walking with my buddy. And I have, or rather, I need 3. I have 1.
Swap to a magic card or something.
No.
I bet it's for Mr. Engarde's cat to use. Oh, you mean Chew?
I might not need as much. I'll have a look actually.
Yeah, I know. I got my thing. I got all the free incubators on working on it.
All right. That's
The
also
tour.
thing we forgot yesterday.
It's locked tight. What did we forgot yesterday?
Well, we missed an incubator.
Yes, as a result of not going outside, but hey. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. This door here, I wonder what's on the other side of this door, huh? Yeah, not much else going on here. Oh, there's something. Ah, there are masks here. Yeah, that one in the middle looks like it's the Steel Samurai. The one next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo-Old Tokyo. Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. I don't know whether or not to laugh or cry. Whether to laugh or cry, I know more about that show than a kid. Aww. Okay, so let's go to Viola Hall. This food looks so fancy. Looks like we're the only ones here. And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer.
I've actually walked half of it, so 2.4 kilometers plus another 5.
Yes. Hey, city boy! Lotta, you're still here? Wrecking course! An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up a scoop, yeah? And this hotel is just an aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. I mean, she's got this, the top rock type thing as her buddy, and I also have that one. So we're doing it, I suppose, but not doing too heavily into it.
Well, we have at least a few Pokestops nearby, so I could just pick up a quest that actually is more doable and just do that.
Yes, please, let's do that.
And that's what I was considering. So, yeah.
Yep. But do you have a camera? Given! A photographer's gotta have cameras out here like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding them out, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I want to ask you about another murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway on the night of the murder, were you not? Well... Kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
Well, back to my Fire Emblem addiction.
I am electing to ignore that, TC. I didn't exactly hang around here for the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, and I soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either. I guess it means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night.
I guess you could also say that she's a major pain in the butt a lot of the time.
Just shoo, 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 shoo. Just go away. So, another note that was inside your camera case. Ah, that ditty I wrote? Yeah, can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about Engarde showing his manager lady onto Corrida? Yeah. Well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that as a whim, you know. Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's a lot of random bulldooders. Hey, what's with y'all? Why y'all staring at me like my grandpa used to? We're just looking at you in disappointment, Lotta. Hey, and why do you suddenly look like you got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? Oh, my baby! My $1,600 baby! Was with a red-coated prosecutor anyhow. That guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, aren't ya? So put in a few good words for me and get me my camera back. You want me to do what? Listen, I think I'm real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee it'll get back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Well, we don't really see anything else about it. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I guess I'll see you then. Also, she's basically a university student. How the hell did she get money for that? If I can recall correctly, she's well, she used to be a university. And you do there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right back to me. Would you just leave already? Please leave already? Okay, so now we're going into Kurida's room. Hey there, Mina. I'm not sure how to do this. Mr. Nick! What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? I hate evil ghosts! I don't think that's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon. Excuse me, who are you calling a demon, brat? Ah! Zoinks! It's the alien! Who are you calling an alien? Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here? What's wrong with young guns today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor Joanne, and you're disturbing me. Wait, what? I'm stuffing my face with Smash. It's tasty. I have already had some of your things earlier. I was eating stroopwafels before I got on stream. Please, talk to me about the night before of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and a note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak! If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. No, I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job and minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering about if you could tell me more about Mr. Kurita. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Engarde. Well, that's just a recent thing, a bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to be an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings that his fans had all had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big, and it's certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick. What is it, Pearls? The presents. They're all bears, right? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears? Oh, that's because you can't think of Joanne without thinking about bears. Just like I can't think of Milo without thinking about bears. Huh? Sorry. By the way, Mina, are you ready for tomorrow? I mean, the stroopwafels are fine. I mean, those ones were pretty fine. Not too sweet, not too everything else. But I like them. I also need to like set the scenes for streaming it tomorrow, so that's the thing. You mean the mecha bear, right? This little thing here, that's the mecha bear. Bears? But why bears? You don't know? When my dear Joanne was training, he fought a bear barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win. But after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young ones' dramas. I can see those two tuckered out. Down by the river going, you sure can fight. You too, Bub, you too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, Bub. A lot of crook. Ever since then, fans have been giving him bears for presents. Yeah, nice bears. I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. I mean, I'll stop with that D&D campaign, I just can't escape this. What's with that infernal racket? It's one of the present going off. It sounds like it's only 8 p.m. But way past your bedtime. It startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver! Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya! How is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems like you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So it would seem that my present did you no good. No! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! One more day, please! All I ask for is one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's all right. All right. Then a little. What's with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems bad. Connect. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me? Oh, what happened? I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static. Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Why did the transceiver suddenly... You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm voice acting here. I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. No, she just does not appreciate me voice acting Pearls when she's crying about Maya. So electronics expert, that'll be Gumshoe, surprisingly. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice. Thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal, out of a can, that is. I'm sorry I went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have time to eat. Whoops. Yeah. Whoops. Looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You gotta be kidding. I thought he had already whipped up something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since it's your offering, I wonder what I should try asking about. Well, here, you fix this. The transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded